As African heads of state throng to St. Petersburg in Russia for the second Africa-Russia summit that is set to be held on Thursday, July 27 and Friday, July 28, it has emerged that Kenya's President William Ruto has rejected the invitation to attend the summit in person. William Ruto, who has on numerous occasions raised his discomfort with such summits, has however sought to have his country represented by the African Union and leaders of other organs of the African Union. In a statement issued by State House spokesperson Hussein Mohammed, William Ruto deliberately snubbed that summit, because of his stance on the same. Hussein Mohammed said that, the decision by President William Ruto to skip the Russia-Africa summit aligns with his stance that, for Africa to engage in meaningful discussions with global partners, partnership summits organized by external parties need to be reviewed to establish an effective framework for African Union partnerships. That, for African countries to be treated as equals by those external parties like Russia, a summit like this one needs to have the African Union and the 7 or so organs of the African Union representing Africa instead of the 54 heads of state.
What kind of outcome you expect where 50 heads of state are sitting? Everybody is asked for speak to 1.5 minutes. You speak to for 1.5 minutes. What kind of engagement are you going to get? You're going to get nothing, right? The best that you get is photographs.
His words aside, there are possibilities that he might have also skipped this summit because of pressure from the West, and particularly from the United States of America. Since he took over power in September 2022, the United States has increasingly been seeking to strengthen its ties with Kenya, and a week before this summit, a U.S. delegation traveled to Kenya to meet him and discuss matters touching on local, regional and international issues. Anyway, the summit will be attended by delegations from 49 African countries including 17 heads of state, 5 vice presidents, 4 heads of government and 1 head of parliament. On the sidelines of that summit, President Vladimir Putin plans to meet with every leader of African states. The main focus of the meeting will be prospects by both Russia and the African states to deepen relations, and it has come at a time when Russia is seeking to sway the African nations from continued reliance on the West. The visit by the leaders also affirms their support for Russia at this time when most Western countries are against Vladimir Putin over Russia's invasion of Ukraine. But as the summit will be underway, William Ruto, who is in Tanzania for another important summit, will be touring Kenya's coast region to commission various development projects. It will be a 5-day tour which will commence on July 27 and run up to July 31. Do you support William Ruto's decision to snub Putin's invitation at this time when Kenya really needs Russian grain and farm inputs to lower the cost of living in his country? Let us know your thoughts on this in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe before leaving.